Howdy folks, welcome to episode 9. Today we're going to leave our starting planet, and I did have to alter the, basically I had to create a new save and move our ship and stuff into it. So what I did was I did a bonus episode, an 8.5, and in 8.5 what we did was I went and fixed up the ship. I got the warp drive put on it. You guys know what it looks like to build a ship and stuff. So I figured people didn't want to wait through another whole episode of building and all that stuff since they're, you know, we're doing this whole scenario thing. So yeah, the warp drive is back here, and so I also increased the container size, and we crammed all of our stuff in there. Basically, I did everything but disassemble the base and throw everything that we had, everything that we own in here. So everything that we own is now in our, all of our eggs are in one basket, so to speak. So yeah, everything we own is in there. We're going into space, and so what I did was I have updated the scenario. We now have, if you look here, we now have the 2 planets. I did change the names and stuff, so I decided to use the Susian name generator, and that I created in JavaScript in order to make, you know, planets and names and stuff for now, unless somebody has a better idea. But yeah, I kind of enjoy it. I think it's hilarious. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this planet, and we're gonna lock target. And you know what? I think, yeah, we did collect enough. Okay, so that, because that's 10. It's 10 away. That's going to use all of our pentaxid just to get there. But yeah, so, you know, we've been in space here. Now this space orbit, I wanted to show you the map here before we leave. On this space orbit, on the starter system, there's an iron asteroid and 2 promethium asteroids. So if somebody wants to spend their time getting extra, you know, all kinds of extra promethium and iron, they actually can once they've left the initial planet. My goal was not to restrict all resources, like, you know, through the entire game. It was to restrict relevant resources. Really? Okay. Yeah, see, my ship is so slow. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, the goal was to limit... really? How fast do we have to go now? I thought it was 50. Okay. But yeah, the goal was to limit the materials that allowed you to progress in such a way that, you know, it wasn't just like a picnic, you know, when you start off and everything. And there is already a... Is that because oh, apparently the map is still... Okay, so we're going to go map, hide, just so that we can't see all that stuff. And so, yeah, anyway, you know, I think you guys got the idea that, you know, the progression is supposed to be, you know, it's a speed run. You're supposed to start out with the early game stuff and work your way through the early game, you know, gather the resources needed on foot in order to build a ship and then escape the home planet. So this is stage 3, I guess, you know, because the next one would be going to the moon. Stage 3 is we are going to this new system, and there's going to be a temperate planet here. That doesn't look very temperate. It looks snowy, doesn't it? Is it just me, or does it look snowy? Let's see. Where is the planet information? Planet info? Really? Sector list? Planet... There we go. Okay, so... Does it not tell us anything? There we go. Planet info. Okay, yeah, so see, I'm going to have to alter all this stuff. We're not going to do the planet right away. We are going to start with just the orbit, and we're going to explore the orbit and see how well it works. And so if you look at the map again here, the orbit contains neodymium and sathium, and we're going to need to find it. Now what I did was I did put them in fixed. This is not a, like, you know, completely different with every seed type of orbit, and so because I wasn't able to get it to do that the way I wanted to, and so the resources are in fixed location. There's one of them. The resources are going to be in fixed locations, and we're going to have some interesting times here because, yeah, the resources are in fixed locations, as you can see here. It's interesting. The brakes are off, but look at how long it takes us to slow down. But yeah, so what we're going to have to do is this, I believe, should be defended by believe the Sathium is defended by a plasma drone. I'm not sure if the plasma drone is actually going to be around to defend it because it may be heading back to the drone base. I'm not positive. I could probably turn on the map and see, and I probably should do that before I actually go up to it, but let's see if we can find it. I mean, it should be showing up on the map if the other one is, but I mean, with this slow ship, we're going to have an interesting time trying to take on a plasma drone. Space plasma drone, that is. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting thing in itself. The other one is defended by actual turrets, and so we're going to see how well that works. And I may need to actually just take the time to put more, put more thrusters on this ship and that kind of thing before doing this too. Now the other trick is that, as you see here, space is very cold and a lot of radiation, and so we do not have the what is it called? Yeah, I'm not seeing a space drone. We do not have an EVA yet, and so we're going to have to, do something about that. We're going to have to work on our, and you know what? Is that okay? I was in God mode in order to set this up, in order to get everything set up for the transfer from one save game to another, and I think I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, because now my food and oxygen are actually my food is being affected anyway. All right, cool. Because I think I should have oxygen in the ship. I believe I put it in there. Yeah. Okay. I need to turn that on. So now it'll actually do that. Okay. But anyway, what we need to do is we need to get out and see what we can do here. We need to get out and put our drill on our hotbar here, and we need to drill up some stuff. And I need to make sure my jetpack is on too. And then we're going to have to get back into the ship quickly too once we do that. And so, yeah, let's get this stuff. There we go. And I need to get back into the ship quickly. Where is the ship? Where'd the ship go? There it is. There we go. Okay. So I do need to get back into the ship before I start taking damage and all that stuff. And so that's going to be the interesting thing about this, is you're going to have to, mess around with the cold and all that stuff in order to, you're going to have to manage that quickly. 18, come on. There we go. Okay. So the other thing is we're going to need to collect all of this stuff, and we're going to need a place to put it. So we're going to have to basically land, I think, because we don't have a constructor. Did not consider that because this thing is completely like full, and so we're going to be able to collect this much Sathium. We're not going to be able to collect yeah, see, our thing is full already with with that. So yeah, we have the cargo box, right? And that's already full with bullets. Okay. And the ammo box is not full with bullets. Okay, let's see how much of that we can fit in there. And we can do the... Can we do the small vessel cargo box? Can we go to the... There we go. We can do that. How much space we have? Like very, very little. Okay, so we can go back to player and see how much of this we can put in there. Can we put any? We can put 3 in there. Okay. All right. But yeah, so anyway, we're gonna get some Sathium here, and obviously I'm not gonna be able to get a whole ton of it. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try out the other thing here. We're gonna see if we can find the other asteroid and go mine from it, and wish us luck with that, because that one is actually protected by I had to make some turrets, basically some little base, space-based turrets with a core and generator and fuel tank and stuff, so that they will actually sit there and defend it. And so we are going to have to use the missiles on this in order to take it out, and so it's going to be an interesting game trying to do that once we find it, that is. So that's going to be a trick, is we do need to find it. So I'm going to fly around here, and I did put it in the ring on purpose so that, you're not stuck just wandering around a zillion square miles of, or whatever, cubic units of space. Parsecs or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna try. I'm just gonna fly around a cycle here, and yeah, I'll let you guys know when I find the neodymium asteroid. Okay, so we haven't found it yet, but I just noticed that, to my annoyance, that the map still like just completely forgets where stuff is. So I didn't mark the Sathium asteroid, so we don't know where it is now. Anyway. Okay, we found it over here. It is, yeah, I do need to get out of the way. So those things are going to shoot at me. I don't remember what their range is. My range is only 600 meters. So it's going to be interesting. There it is. So there is the asteroid right there in our crosshair. Wish we had a zoom. And yeah, it's definitely need to build a faster ship in order to do this stuff. Now, the other thing I could do is I could get out and probably multi-tool the, although I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't have anywhere to put it, but I could, it would probably be a good idea to build a lot more cargo space next time, and for one, and two, when we get there, you can see these two right here and right here. But yeah, next time, build a, what would that be? Next time, try to build a thing that would, you know, actually have enough space for us to store our stuff in. And then once we get done warping, take the warp drive off of this because we're not using it again, at least anytime soon, you know, and put it back in the cargo box, you know, instead of leaving it leaving it on the ship to slow the ship down, because I'll bet that's a huge part of the ship's mass. How much mass is that thing? Really? It's only 2 kilograms? The warp drive is only 2 kilograms? Huh. That's not tons. That's 2 kilograms? Really? Is that... There's something wrong with that then, because that can't be right. All these things are only 2 kilograms? That can't be right. 2 kilograms, 2 kilograms. Is it really? Huh. I don't know if that's right. That doesn't seem right. The cockpit is 2 something is not working on that. I'm willing to bet something is not working on that. Let me see if let's look in the menu. Where is that? Let's look in the here, small vessel, warp drive. Mass 3 tons. 1 ton. Yeah, that's more like it. So that's 4 tons right there. What is our ship's total mass? Statistics 25 tons. So that's 1/6 of our mass. It's not ridiculous. It wouldn't be a huge, it wouldn't be a gigantic increase in speed if we took that off, unfortunately. But I think we definitely need to we're probably going to end up doing a retake on this and build more, you know, use our resources to build more of the, definitely build more of the, whatchamacallits on the ship, thrusters onto the ship and stuff, because we are not going to be able to, we're going to need to turn sideways. We are not going to be able to take this thing out. So this thing is 600 meters away. I'm going to need to, yeah, because my range is 675. Okay, I want to stay as far as I can. We are going to do this so we can actually see. They still need a cockpit zoom. They really need that. And we are armed. And let me see what else. Is there anything else I need to do here before I go flying out into their let's go see if we can see. Yeah, okay, so that's what we want to do, is we want to get that right there. That's what we need to hit. So see if we can do it. If we can do it, there it is. Right there. See if we can hit it. Yeah, looks like we can. Good, good. So that's the plan. Is I wanted it, if nothing else, just basically to make the player, you know, have to do something in order to get the resources, to at least slow you down a little bit, not necessarily to, you know, to make it super duper, you know, 90% chance of death or anything like that. There we go. Okay, so that one should be down. That one should be down and should be incapable of shooting at us now. I hope. Because I took out the fuel tank. And probably the core. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. And, I mean, it's worth a couple extra missiles just to make sure that we're not going to get toasted here. No? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're going to chance it, because I don't see it turning now. Nope, I don't see it turning at us. So we're going to fly over here. If I see red coming in, I'm so going to panic, because I have, like, no way of getting out of the line of fire of that thing. And we'll see if we can get the other one. I mean, I kind of want to make sure that it's going to shoot at me, but why is it still red? Why is it still red? There. Now it's not. Even if it's red, it's not going to hit me. Whoa, and I need to watch out for that, because that one is right there. There we go. We're going to do this. Yeah, so I did try out and make sure that they were going to shoot at me and stuff, and they were shooting at me from like over a kilometer away. So I'm not sure why they're not doing it now. But we can go... Yeah, and we're losing rep with the Xerax, obviously, but that's fine. Did we blow a hole in it? I think we did. There we go. Okay, so they don't have any fuel left. Even if they... Yeah, I'm pretty sure the fuel would have taken out the, whatchamacallit. And we could probably test that theory... Whoa, slow down. There we go. We could probably test that theory with the drone. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up here, and we are going to get some of the neodymium. So we're going to go like this. And now another thing I did have to do is the drone apparently... Okay, so that's the point of that. All right. The drill was so powerful, for whatever reason, it was breaking the functionality of the game for some reason. It was doing so much damage or whatever, and so if it does over 80, I found that it was okay at 78, but not at 80 damage. That basically it would not it wouldn't change the whatchamacallit. It wouldn't damage this. So you would just sit there and pick up like tons and tons and tons of ore, and basically it made this into an unlimited source. You know, you would just pick up like 30, 60, 90, 120. I mean, you just stacks and stacks and stacks of ore. And so what I did is instead I needed to turn it down anyway. And so what I did was I went to, let me go into my inventory, is I turned this down, I turned the damage down to 50, because it was like at 180, I think, or something like that, 150, 180. I turned it down to 50, but I doubled the speed on it, so it does use twice as much, and the other one does the same. They use twice as much fuel, you know, they use fuel twice as quickly, and they do a little bit less damage than they were, because they were a little bit overpowered for my tastes. And so let's see if we can put any more. Can we put any? No, we can't put any more in there. Player. Nope, we can't put any more in there, but we can put some in the container controller. Just see if we can put one. Okay. Yeah, we can put 2 neodymium. It's interesting. Yeah, those are much more mass. Okay, I thought so. All right, but anyway, that's the idea here. That's what the orbit is going to be. You don't necessarily have to do it in that order. The other thing is you will be able to go down to the planet. I'm not going to do that right now in this episode because it's not set up yet. I do need to actually like create this planet so that, you know, it'll work with what we're doing, because right now it's just the default one, and so it's got a ton of stuff like we saw. It has like a restroom and all that. It's basically, you know, princess cruise and everything. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for episode 9. I know we're going to have to make these a little bit. I'm going to have to test these out and make sure that they're actually going to defend the asteroid or whatever. But that's going to be it for episode 9. Join me in episode 10. We're going to go check out the planet and see what is down there. Once I get it done, it's probably going to take me a couple days to do that. So I have a little patience. But yeah, this means it for 9. Join me in episode 10, and we will see you then. Later.